Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn them notifications on. So back today, and we're doing I've seen this job a few times now, but we're doing it again. Cleaning the shed out behind me. So, quick bit of insight. JCB 526 with the grab on the front. Mark's lugging away today, so he's off actually at the minute with the tractor and trailer, taking that. He's using the Puma with the Griffiths trailer behind that. So we decided to clean these sheds out today because we had that bit of rain and wind yesterday. I said bit of rain and wind, it was quite rough. And we're kind of waiting to be able to get on with combine and things. So this is like the stopgap. We want to get these sheds cleaned out, sort of preparing for winter now really. These will obviously be spread on the fields in the back end of this time. So the cattle that were in there are now here. So I'll just flip this over. In here, we've got a group of, sort of mixed group of cattle in here. These are all our fattening stock. So we got some Belgian blue bullocks and heifers in here. We've also got some Herefords, 3 Hereford heifers in here. Here's one of them. And this one here actually is the one that's in my picture on my YouTube channel. So there's 3 of them. They actually come out of some heifers that we bought off a farm not far from us. We bought some heifers not last summer but the summer before. Well, 9 months later we had 3 Hereford calves, so they come in calf, which was not really a problem. It was actually quite a good thing. So when we bought them, they were milking well, and obviously we didn't have to worry about getting them back in calf. Also in here we got this beast here. This is a Aberdeen Angus. This one's on his own. This was because, well, the Aberdeen Angus, I don't really know why we got an Aberdeen Angus, but we have. And there's also 3 Frisian bullocks in here as well. There's one over there by the trough, one over there, and then the other one's here. They're not quite so good, but these Belgian blues seem to be doing quite well. There's one over there. It's a real nice beast. I'm really happy with how these are sort of coming along. We don't really look at the cattle too much, so I think there's 27 in this shed here. Without cattle, yeah, I think there's 27. Here comes Mark now with tractor and trailer. So yeah, it's all sort of systems go. Like I say, we're waiting for combining at the minute, but that doesn't seem to be getting any closer. We're now pushing towards the end of August. It's getting a bit of a pain, to be honest, this weather, but we're sort of hoping that with the weather forecast the way it is, we'll be able to do something towards the weekend. Anyway, let's get this trailer filled. On your way. So we're going to clear up by this gateway now. And also get into here. Now I thought there was a lot of muck in this shed, but actually as you look, there's a lot by the gates. We had a ring here. We always put a ring in the shed here. Over there's not a lot, so to be honest with you, not quite as big a job as I thought it was going to be. Well, there we go. Cattle moved around. We've now taken these guys out of this shed. No, we've taken these guys in this shed now out of this shed, and then these ones here have come from a shed around the other side. Now that shed would probably be the size of these 2 bays here, and we lugged that out. We finished lugging that out after these had come around here, and we had 5 loads with the Griffiths trailer out of the shed. There was a lot of muck in there. Now the reason there was quite a lot of muck is because the barrier in there is really high. It was a shed that was set up for cows years ago, but it's more handy to put these younger stock in. We need the height of the muck so that they can reach the barrier, so that's why it was left like that. They were kept clean and kept good, but the reason we actually brought them out of there is because something had happened with the water trough and the shed basically flooded itself out overnight. So they've come around here. They look a lot better than they did around the other side. And yeah, in this shed here we've got 5 Aberdeen Anguses. Now the Aberdeen Anguses in this side come out of our 5 Frisian heifers that we calved down last year. We put them to an Aberdeen Angus basically because they're a smaller beast to calve, they're an easy calver, and they are a nice beast to take through the fat. And then in amongst these we've got some Frisians. Now they are by a Belgian Blue Bull, but it obviously had got some Frisian bloodlines in its Belgian Blue Bull that we were using, so that's why we've got a few that are Frisian-y. They're actually like a crossbreed between a Frisian and a blue, but they're more Frisian-y looking. And then obviously we've got the blues in here as well. The more bluey ones are sort of more than likely by the AI, but there are a couple in here that will have been by the bull. It's a bit weird really, but he must have had more sort of Frisian lines in him, even though he looked like a blue himself, than Belgian Blue. And as a result of that, the genes are more like 75% Frisian and then the 25% Belgian Blue, which is a little bit of a pain. But the heifers that come by him, we will probably rear them up. I think there's about 4 or 5 of them, so that'll be a nice little group to take through sort of 12 months time from now. They'll be going to the bull. The plan now with this shed actually is Dad's going to go off and fetch a couple of gates this afternoon, I think. And what we're going to do with this shed is you'll see here, we've got these hinges set up on here. We're actually going to pen these guys into them bottom 2 bays. There's plenty of room, and then we're going to take the straw from this top end and push it into them pens. Now, we're only doing this because we're coming up to combining and there's stuff in the grain store that we want to keep undercover. So we're going to use the front of this shed for putting that stuff in. And we've also got the option then, if we are in the middle of combining and we get a sharp shower of rain or something, instead of opening the shed doors, we can just back a load of grain in here. Sounds really stupid, but you'll be surprised how wet a load of grain will get whilst you're rolling that door up. At least with these gates can be sort of left open if we need to, because we'll have another set down there and we can just back the loads in. Or even if it's late at night when we're finished and it's awkward to back in the shed, we can just get it in here undercover. The things that will come in here are like the seed drill and the fertilizer spinner, because we don't really want to leave them outside, but they'll be in the way in the shed. So that's kind of where we're at. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.